You're about to go to bed, the house is quiet, lights are off, and your phone is charging on the nightstand. As you glance at the screen one last time, you notice something unusual in your Wi-Fi list. A new network named neighbor_free with no encryption lock icon. It just appeared, no password required. You pause. Curiosity gets the better of you. You fire up a virtual machine on your laptop, connect to it through the VM to stay isolated, and things start happening fast. Welcome to the Subtext Project. Imagine Alex, a mid-level software engineer living in a quiet suburban neighborhood. Like many of us, Alex had a long day debugging cloud infrastructure and was winding down. That open Wi-Fi signal popped up around 11 p.m. It looked innocent, strong signal, no lock. Alex did what a lot of curious tech folks might, spun up a disposable VM and connected. What Alex didn't know was that this was an evil twin setup, a rogue access point designed to mimic legitimate networks. In 2026, these attacks have grown more sophisticated. Hackers use affordable hardware like updated Wi-Fi, Pineapple-style devices, or even software-defined radios to broadcast stronger signals than the real nearby networks. Devices auto-connect to the strongest or most familiar-looking SSID, especially if they've joined similar ones before. Once connected, the attacker operating from a van a few blocks away positioned himself as the man in the middle. All of Alex's traffic routed through Marcus's system. Even with HTTPS, older techniques like SSL stripping or exploiting misconfigurations could expose data. But in this case, Marcus didn't need to break encryption immediately. He used the connection to scan for open shares, fingerprint Alex's VM, and inject subtle malware. The VM protected Alex's main machine, but Marcus was patient. He served a fake update prompt or a seemingly legitimate browser extension. Within minutes, he had a foothold. This is where it escalates into something bigger. Marcus wasn't some kid war driving for fun. He was part of a loose network of operators blending cybercrime with more targeted goals. Think supply chain probing or data harvesting for larger ransomware plays. Recent 2026 incidents show how initial access via edge devices or rogue points often leads to deeper compromise. From the rogue Wi-Fi, Marcus escalated. He used common post-exploitation tools to move laterally if Alex's home network had weak segmentation. Many home setups still mix smart devices, work laptops, and personal gadgets on the same network. IoT vulnerabilities remain rampant. Printers, security cameras, and smart assistants with outdated firmware become pivot points. Alex noticed nothing at first. The VM seemed fine, but Marcus harvested credentials, browser cookies, and session tokens. In 2026, AI-assisted tools make this faster. Attackers use agentic AI systems that autonomously probe for weaknesses, craft personalized phishing, or even generate deepfake audio for voice verification bypasses if needed. Marcus discovered Alex worked for a company that used a popular third-party vendor for HR and identity management. This was gold. Supply chain attacks dominated headlines in early 2026. Banks hit through shared vendors, medical firms compromised via contractors. Marcus planted persistent access, maybe through a Trojanized update or stolen OAuth tokens. Weeks later, the real impact hit. Alex's company faced a breach, not a smash and grab, but a quiet one. Sensitive client data exfiltrated, systems encrypted in a targeted ransomware attack. The group behind it demanded payment, threatening to leak information. Marcus and his crew didn't stop at one house. They mapped neighborhoods, targeting people with access to corporate VPNs or who worked from home. Client isolation on public or guest networks, meant to prevent this, often fails due to implementation differences across routers. Researchers in 2026 demonstrated how attackers on the same network can still spy, intercept, and manipulate traffic. What made this possible? A mix of human curiosity, convenient but risky open networks, and the explosion of wireless vulnerabilities. Reports show hundreds of new Wi-Fi and Bluetooth flaws disclosed yearly, with memory corruption bugs allowing remote code execution just by being in range. This story blends real trends: rogue access points, man-in-the-middle on unsecured or evil twin networks, supply chain weaknesses, and AI-enhanced attacks. In reality, always verify networks, use a VPN on public or unknown Wi-Fi, keep VMs isolated for testing, and enable strict client isolation where possible. Update everything: routers, devices, software. Zero trust principles matter even at home. The subtext? Our connected world is incredibly convenient, but that convenience creates surfaces attackers love to exploit. The line between "it could never happen to me" and waking up to a breach is thinner than we think. If you liked this episode, please consider subscribing to support the channel. Stay curious, stay safe, and question the signals. Until next time, this is the Subtext Project.